Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for once again joining me for tea time. Today we have a little bit of misty morning and focus combination. You know, I love that bergamot and the zing of the peppermint. So good guys. I hope you're joining me with your cup of tea, maybe a cup of coffee, or as I always say, maybe something harder. Depends on what part of the planet you're on. So today we're going to be talking about cameras. Normally we're talking tech, we're talking photo, video, whatever. Today is a photo day. We're going to talk about the BCN rankings. This is very important. I've been doing reporting on the BCN rankings for quite some time. If you don't know what BCN is, basically they are let's say a firm or a company out of Japan that takes all of the retail numbers from the Japanese markets, combine them all together to show who's selling what and how much they're selling. It gives us a general look. Now, of course, this is not the global market, but it is pretty much on par with the global market. It's pretty damn close, but it gives us a great understanding of where things are going. So we take a look at these numbers, but instead of me reporting back to you with all of the numbers and how things are going, and as we see our industry tanking, I'm going to get into a little bit something, to me, more interesting about these numbers. I like boiling things down a little bit different than every other channel, right? I hope you appreciate that. So just for the general overlook, like I said, yes, things are getting worse, not better for the camera market. Well, in the digital camera market in 2017, we saw sales of about 11.6 million. Then in 2018, a year later, we see 10.7 million. Then a year later, 2019, we saw sales of 8.4 million. And then 2020, 5.3 million. You see what's happening? 11 million, 10 million, 8 million, 5 million. You see the direction. This isn't hard to figure out. Our industry is just dying, and I hope that it comes back. I thought that in 2021, because of all the hardships that were happening in 2020, 2021 numbers were going to be great. But seeing that 2020 numbers was 5.3 million, they're predicting for the closing numbers for 2021 to be on par, literally 5.3 million or even less. This is literally a halving of the market in just 3 years. It's rough. It is definitely rough. So we're not going to look into all those numbers because obviously they're bad. Nothing's changing here. But what we are going to look at is how Fujifilm has went from 4th place to 3rd place in sales and now bumped Sony out and took over 2nd place using lo-fi. How in the hell is that even possible? And what the hell does that even mean, Joe? Lo-fi. The hell are they doing? Let me start out by saying in 2008, Fujifilm was behind Canon and Sony and Nikon. They were sitting in 4th place. But in 2009, they surged and took over the 3rd place position away from Nikon. Well, ever since that time, 2009, we're looking at over a decade later, Nikon has never been able to regain that 3rd position and has actually fallen off the chart. We don't want to talk about that. But moving forward now in 2021, at the end of 2021, Fujifilm surged once again with like about a 20, let's call it a 21.5% surge from 3rd position, bumping Sony out of the 2nd position and taking over that spot. For the first time in a decade or more, Fujifilm is now only 2nd to Canon when it comes to sales, digital market sales, digital cameras and whatnot. But like I said, this is a lo-fi surge. And what I mean by that is if we look at these sales, you would think to yourself, well, does this have anything to do with their APS-C line of digital cameras like the XT4 or the X100 Mark V or the XS10? Nope. Or maybe you're thinking to yourself, well, maybe medium format has really done it for Fujifilm, and that's what's pushed them into the 2nd position when it comes to sales. Maybe with their GFX 100S or the new GFX 50S Mark II. Nope. Well, then maybe you're thinking to yourself, well, maybe all of their great lenses have pushed them ahead. Yeah, no, that hasn't either. What has pushed Fujifilm to the 2nd position is their Instax Mini Evo. and their Instax wide 300, and their Instax mini 40, and their 11, and their mini 9. And what the hell is an Instax? Instax is basically Fujifilm's Polaroid. That's what it is. It is their Polaroid. And what has brought them to that second position is the sales, the just crazy amount of sales for their Instax camera, as well as the tons and tons and boatloads, literally boatloads of Instax mini film. What is old is now new. What we're seeing here is a resurgence of lo-fi. People really like film, and what they really like most of all is instant gratification, hence Instax. Instax, instant gratification. Digital cameras, maybe not so much. And what these Instax cameras are, and some of them are just like a film camera where they spit out the Polaroid, let's call it. Some of them are hybrids, and they are digital cameras also, and they hold that data or those photos on the unit itself. So then later on, you can buy an Instax printer, another moneymaker, with Instax printer paper to print out your pictures after the fact. So moving forward, are we going to see other camera manufacturers doing something similar? Basically taking a page out of the playbook of Polaroid and going down that lo-fi road in comparison to hi-fi, high fidelity, all of the digital stuff. People are just not spending the money on it. And what these manufacturers don't understand is as they slowly get rid of the compact cameras because they feel like they're being taken over by the phones, which they kind of are, as they do that, the cost to get into photography is becoming greater and greater and greater because the products that the camera manufacturers are selling are more and more expensive, because they feel that they need to just supply products for a professional or prosumer market in comparison to the consumer market. I think they got it all wrong. As you can see here right now with Fujifilm, they're hitting the consumer market and they're doing it lo-fi. They don't give a crap about chips, not Doritos either. Chips. All of this chip nonsense. There's a chip shortage, another chip shortage. There's no chips, no silicon anywhere. Dig it out of the ground. They don't give a crap, guys. They don't give a crap because it's lo-fi. That's all they have to do is get paper and put on the chemicals and feed it through the damn thing. And there you go. There's your picture. Of course, it has some ICs in it, especially the upper end models of their lo-fi cameras that actually hold the data. Yeah, there might be some in there, but a lot of their low-end Instax don't even record nothing. They just take the picture, spit it out, and call it a day. So this is really big. And I think that if it continues down this road, we can see Fujifilm overtake Canon. Now, has any other manufacturers done stuff similar? Sure, they have. A lot of them have tried. A perfect example is Canon tried, and I've reported on all of these. They tried with their Canon Ivy, right? I think it was called the Ivy Record. Junk. No one cared about it. Crap. Then they tried with the Canon PowerShot, but the PIC, it was called. They would go around and like take pictures. You would set it up. It would be like a robot. I don't know. Junk. No one wanted it. It just sat there. Then they tried with the Canon Zoom, and they had the girl out there taking pictures with this Zoom thing, this little compact thing, taking images of like their son playing soccer and all of this stuff. Crap. Didn't sell. Nothing. Done. So they keep on trying this, let's call it lo-fi or this reduced type of consumer grade product. They're just not successful in it. Where Fujifilm, they hit on this Instax and they just crushed it. We saw that surge from 2008 to 2009 that bumped Nikon out of the loop. They moved into the third position and Nikon just basically was gone, right? But now we see it. A decade later, a massive surge, 21.5% surge on this lo-fi Instax crap. It's amazing to me. It is absolutely amazing. And in the last live broadcast that I did, we talked with a great guy out of Sweden, Andres, and we were talking about this camera. And we were talking back and forth, and I was telling him how a lot of the weddings that I've been to and some of the bar mitzvahs and whatnot, I see these Instax minis all over the place, literally on like every table in the corner, and then bundles and bundles and bundles of this Instax film. Fujifilm, making a crap ton of money on that film all over the place. So they would shoot, and you would have all of these little images popping out. They would look like Post-it notes like this, like rolling out, and then another one rolling out, and then another one, and more and more. And then they would have all of these little square images, right? Captures of the moment to take with them. It was the coolest hell thing. It was awesome. Right? So a lot of the brides and a lot of the photographers are using this technique to say, yeah, you know what? We're going to put these on the table. We're going to do our professional stuff, but then we're going to put these cameras on the table. All of the guests that are there are going to be able to take these mementos home with them. Right? They're going to have all of these pictures, and they can take whatever the shot is that they want. And the cool thing is, if those cameras stay there after the event, the photographer picks up all those cameras and then downloads all of those photos, and they get some amazing shots. Once again, lo-fi, not the best quality, but just crazy images that those professional photographers would never get. They would never get them. Because when a guest is taking a picture of a guest, they are kind of in their element and they're not fearing the camera. They're having fun with it, right? And this is the images that you get. All of these incredibly fun pictures for putting together an album. It doesn't matter if it's a wedding, a bar mitzvah, whatever the event is. Really great images. I think it's awesome. And it's a brilliant idea. And once again, it is Polaroid all over again. That's it. Lo-fi is back. What is old is now new. And we see Fujifilm is just crushing it when it comes to lo-fi. Once again, they do not have to worry about chips. That's all they're worrying about is chemicals and paper. Yeah, paper is an issue right now. I know, trust me. Can't find paper. It's very difficult. So I understand that. But for the most part, they don't have to worry about chips or the ICs, the electronics. Very basic, very minimal. These cameras are about as basic as you're going to get, right? And they're making an ass load of money. So I want to know what you think. Do you think that we see Canon, for example, getting a little bit nervous as we see that Fujifilm is on their heels? Do we see Sony saying, holy crap, we just lost our sales position from second position down to third? Are we going to do something? Are all of these camera manufacturers going to look at Fujifilm and say, you know what, maybe we need to go lo-fi. Maybe we need to bring in some type of film base or low-end type of device that people are going to love to use. Once again, Fujifilm is not only making a crap ton of money on the Instax cameras, they're making a crap ton of money on the film, on those bundles, those boxes of film. So I want to know what you think. In the commentary below this video, put your thoughts. I want to hear from you. Do you like this type of product? Do you like that instant gratification, like an old school Polaroid? You take the picture, it shoots out, you sit there and blow on it and whatnot, even though it doesn't really do anything. Don't tell anyone. But you blow on it and wave it around, and then finally the image just slowly just resolves itself like ghosts, just comes to life. It's amazing to watch how a Polaroid or one of these things develop in your hand. It's crazy. It's a fun thing. Do you like that kind of stuff? And do you think we're going to see more and more of that or not? I personally think we're going to see more lo-fi. I think they're all going to try to do something. Just like they are all of them trying to get into the action market. And they've all bombed, right? Because GoPro just had the entire thing locked up. But this is something different. Hi-fi to lo-fi. Lo-fi is where it is at for many years now. And it's like that underground movement that's just rearing its head now, and people are starting to take notice. And if you go to B&H or Adorama, or if you go to Amazon and try buying some of this Instax mini film, the boxes of film, some of that stuff is back ordered. Some of it you can't even find. And when you do find it, the prices are going up. It's getting to be expensive. So it's out there, but You're going to pay for it. So once again, what do you think? In the comment area below this video, put your thoughts. I want to hear from you. Once again, my nonsense that I talk about, this commentary is just only the beginning of the topic. When you go down into the comment area below this video and all of my videos, you'll find people that are a hell of a lot smarter than I am talking about this type of topic and other topics. And when we're done talking here, head over to my Discord channel. I put that together for us to be able to hang out and communicate all day, 365 days a year. Go over to community.JCristina.com. Once again, community.JCristina.com. You'll find hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of photographers, videographers, tech heads. They're all there. Great people hanging out, shooting it, so to speak, all day, every day. Check that out. If you enjoyed this even a little bit, please consider throwing the video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends, family, colleagues, whoever else that you can, so we can grow this damn channel. And click this little button over here if you are subscribed. If you're not, why the hell not? Subscribe. Click this, and when I go live or when a new video comes out, you will be notified of it immediately. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools I've invented for you and me over the years. And hopefully there's something there that you might like. And if there is, please pick it up and support me and my family. That's it. I'm out of here for another vlog. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you in the next one.